All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. This is Brother Quanah Watts from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp. Come back at you, Lord will, with edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord will, it is edifying, Lord will, to straight to the point. So like, All right. I was meditating basically, on never going off, man, right? Because that's something that, all of us, man, those who are of the household of faith, man, those that trust and believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And one of the things we can't wait for, right, when dealing with the kingdom deliverance, right, is never going off, man, right? Because as the scriptures say, right, a righteous man, right, falls 7 times. So even, in this walk, right, we fall, we slip up, man, right? Because we're, we're in this flesh, which is subject to sin, right? Constantly doing things we don't want to do, right? As we read and, from Apostle Paul in Romans the 7th chapter, right? He states that clearly, right? Why do I do that which I want not, Because again, this flesh and the spirit, right? They're contrary one to another, as the scriptures say, man. So even though we want to continue to walk in the spirit, sometimes this flesh does get the best of us, man, which, it keeps us humble, man, right? It keeps us humble, and, but at the same time, it sucks, man, right? Because we don't want to go off anymore, right? We don't want to continue to commit these sins, right? That this flesh ultimately, right, is driven to do, This is why we try to abstain from our fleshly lusts as much as possible, man. Trying to stay in the spirit as much as possible, right? So that we don't fulfill the deeds of the flesh, as the scriptures say, man. So again, right, when dealing with, Yahweh Shai's coming, right, and deliverance, hey, one of the things that the brothers, right, are constantly talking about, man, right? Brothers are constantly talking about, hey, never going off again, man. Right, being perfect. The second covenant being established, right, which we're going to read about right here in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, and just build through the spirit, man, without further ado, this is Ezekiel 37, verse 21. It says, and saying to them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and will bring them into their own land, right? And this is something that, again, is going to take place here soon, right? We have the signs of the times, right? We know that Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, right? World War III is brewing, right? Which only means like what? Those are the last 2 major prophecies, right? That have to come to pass before Yahweh Shai cracks the sky, And again, those last 2 prophecies are imminent, man, around the corner, right? So how much more deliverance, right? As the scriptures say, right? That our salvation near the when we believe, roughly paraphrasing, man. High time to wake out of sleep was Romans 13:11, right? That our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man, right? So it's close, This is going to take place here soon, man. And with that, right, comes, new bodies, right? And this law, right, these law, statutes, commandments being written in our inward parts and in our foreheads, man, so we'll never forget them, right? Verse 22, it says, and I'll make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them. And they shall be no more 2 nations, neither shall they be divided into 2 kingdoms anymore, right? And going back to the time of David, Israel was all together, man, right? Solomon had all the Israelites together, but immediately after, right, Jeroboam and Rehoboam, right, there was a split. Right, there was a split right after King Solomon, man, right? And it go the northern kingdom and southern kingdom, man, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi making up the southern kingdom, and the rest of the nations, right? Gad, Asher, Manasseh, Zebulun, Issachar, right? So on and so forth, right? Being the northern kingdom, man. you know? And this is why you see, you know, that tension today, right? Because there was that split, right? It says, and neither shall they defile themselves, right? It's like, I want to go back to that verse 22. It says, and I'll make them one nation in the land upon the mountain of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, right? So starting with Yahushua, the King of Kings, right? He's going to be, right? He's going to be the head, and then under him is going to be King David, right? And we're going to read that too, right? King David is going to be right under him, right? It says, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, right? Because the Lord is going to take all that away from us, man. Right? Again, beginning with the elect, right? Psalms 32, right? Talks about, you know, blessed is the man whom the Lord imputeth not sin unto, right? The Lord, there's a select group that their sins are going to be forgiven, man. They're going to be completely washed clean, right? Really, they're already forgiven, man. Right? They're already forgiven. Right? Those are the ones that are going to stand in those white robes at the end. You know, with palms in their hands, man, receiving that victory. You know, Lord, we were of that number, man. Right? It says, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. See? Right? It says, and David, my servant, shall be king over them. Right? Obviously under Yahushua. It says, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall, it's like it says, they shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. It says, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob, my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, which is the land of Israel, right? That land is going to get cleansed, man, right? Just like America is going to be cleansed, right? You know, by way of ICBM nuclear missile, right? Israel is going to be cleansed as well, man. The only difference between the two, right, is Israel is going to be built back up, right? We're going to be returned to our land, and we're going to, take the nations captive and build back, you know, Israel up, man, the way it's supposed to be, right? America's going to be a desolation forever, but Israel won't, right? It says, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever, right? So we're never going to be taken out of our land anymore, right? It says, and my servant David shall be their prince forever. It says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them, right? Right, going into that second covenant, a covenant of peace, right? It says, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore, right? My tabernacle also shall be with them, yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people, right? It says, and the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, do sanctify them, or do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore, right? So again, right? This law, statute, commandment is going to be placed within us, right? We're never going to go off again, man. You know? We'll never, ever go off again. And I think, where does it say that? Right here. This is Ezekiel 36. And I'll just, I'll start right here, right? Ezekiel 36 verse 24, it says, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Right, man? We're not going to be serving no false gods, right? No JC, no Yeshua, no Jehovah, no Buddha, no Zeus, Poseidon, none of these false ass gods, man. None of that shit. We're gonna be serving Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only beloved begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahushua. We're gonna be worshiping them, right? Yahweh, Yahushua, man. Wa meaning and Yahweh and Yahushua, right? It says, a new heart will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you a heart of flesh, right? Meaning that stony heart, meaning that disobedient, not wanting to listen, mindset, right? Because the heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means mind, right? So we're going to get rid of that stubborn ass fucking mindset, and he's going to put a fleshly mind, right? A obedient mind, right? In us, right? We're going to be obedient, right? We'll never ever go off again, right? It says, and I'll put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I give to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. I will also save you from all your uncleanness, and I will call for the corn, and it will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen. Right, man? We're gonna have abundance, man. We're gonna be straight. You know, we're gonna be good, man. You know, bring you to my next precept again. Proof that we'll never go off again, man. This shit that we going through now, everything that we doing with this flesh that we having to fight. Hey, this is a condition of the battle, right? Until Lord will, you know, and Lord will we be found worthy, right? Until we be delivered, man. Then this flesh is going to be gone and we'll never have to deal with this shit again, right? This is something that should boost our faith. Hey, we only got to deal with this, you know, for a little bit longer, right? It's 2 Corinthians 4, what is that, verse 17, right? For the sufferings that we suffer now are but for a moment, man. They're but for a moment, man. We ain't got to deal with this shit too much longer, man, right? Let's bring me to Isaiah chapter 60. And I'll go from verse 15 all the way down, right? Isaiah 60 and verse 15, it says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. So the Lord's going to do a whole 360, a whole 180 with us, man. Right? The Lord's going to turn everything the fuck around, man. Right now, we're the poor and the needy. We're in the very fucking bottom, man. Right? We're the most despised people on the planet. But the Lord's going to give us praise and fame. Right? He's going to turn everything completely 180, man. We're going to be from, you know, go from on the very bottom to on the very top. And we'll never come back down. Right? It says, verse 16, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and thou shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Right? And it's talking about us receiving, right, all their goods, man. Them coming, you know, and coughing up everything that they fucking stole, man. Beginning with Esau, Edom, man. Gold, silver, the precious spices, the ointment, everything, man. We talking about the best of the best of the best, the wines, everything, man. They gonna have to cough all that shit up, man. And hey, man, we gonna know when you holding back, man. We gonna know when you holding back, right? You know? Think about Ananias and Sapphira in Acts the 5th chapter, man. You can't lie to the spirit, man. You know, you gonna have to, hey, you damn devil's gonna have to cough up every motherfucking thing you stole. Right? It says, verse 17 says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace and thine exactors righteousness, man. Hey, because everything that we do is gonna be in righteousness. And again, we're gonna have abundance, man. Right? It says, for brass I will bring what? Gold, man. Right? And we know that copper, which is brass, right, is one of the most abundant metals upon the face of the earth, man. We're talking about the most abundant upon the face of the earth. The Lord is going to allow us to acquire gold in great abundance, man. We're going to be, bro, we're going to be filthy, stinking, unbelievably rich, man. You know, and again, that's, you know, that's part of, right, the blessings that's going to come, right? But hey, we looking forward to a never ever going off, man. That's going to be one of the best. That's going to be one of the best blessings that we receive, man. In my opinion, you know, hey, being rich, hey, that's cool, man. Hey, but never going off again, man. Never having to continue to fight this flesh every day. Having to deal with wicked thoughts, man. You know, having to deal with, you know, your flesh trying to, you know, ultimately, you know, talk yourself down like you just ain't shit. We're of the chosen nation, man, you know, and we're blessed to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which makes us, even out of the chosen nation, right, the Israelites, you know, puts us at the top, man, you know. And I say that to be humble, really, again, this, you know, having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, right? We're really nobody, right? But nonetheless, it does put it, you know, it allows us to stick out, man. You know, having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Not everybody has this truth, man. You know, not everybody has the understanding of the scriptures, right? So that's a blessing. We're blessed, man. You know, verse 18, continue reading verse 18. It says, violence shall no more be heard in thy land, nor wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. So all this fighting that Esau, Edom been doing, all these damn wars, all that shit's gone, man. That shit will never happen again. That'll never happen again. It's going to be peace, right? And we're going to be toying with these motherfuckers when we want to, man. You know, because we're going to have control over them, man. Make them play all the games and entertain us, man. We've been entertaining these motherfuckers for thousands of years, man. And all that shit's going to change, man. We going to be on top, right? And here's the point I wanted to make. Verse 19, the sun, right, shall no more, the sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but Yahweh shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory. Right? It says the sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. And the sun and the moon is symbolic for that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? It's never going to depart from us. Right? It says, for the sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself. For Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, shall be thine everlasting light, and thy days of thy mourning shall be ended. The days of thy mourning, right? Revelation, the 21st chapter, the 4th verse, right? That weeping, that crying, the mourning, right? All that shit's going to be done, man. It'll never come back, never. Because we're always going to be on top. We're going to be righteous forever, man. Right? We're going to be righteous forever. Right? And righteousness ultimately means immortality, man. Right? Because the wages of sin is death, right? So if we sin, right, which is wickedness, right, opposite of righteousness. If we sin, then we get put to death. This is why we died today. But if we don't sin ever again, how is death going to come about? It can't, because you're not committing the things that cause it, right? Sin, wickedness, right? The Lord's telling us that we'll never go off again, man. Right? Hell, even the 2/3 that ultimately die on this side, right? Because they want to continue to follow after the heathens, right? And continue in wickedness. Hell, when they come back, they're going to be in righteousness, man. They're never going to go off. Israel as a nation will never go off, right? And that's verse 21, right? It says that thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, and I may be glorified. And again, right, there is going to be a distinction between, right, righteous, the elect Israelites versus the 2/3. You know, there's going to be a distinction in the kingdom, you know. But nonetheless, right, all Israel is going to be righteous, man. I mean, we'll never go off. All Israel will never go off, man. Once the kingdom is established, right, Israelites will never be on the bottom ever again, man. Never having to fight this damn flesh ever again. You know? It says, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, will hasten it in his time. That's right, man. You know? We're going to be good, man. We're never going to have to teach each other, hey, man, you know, or rebuke a brother, say, hey, man, you know, you went off, this, that, and the third. No, we're never going to have to do that no more, man. You know, and I'll close it with in and out with this in Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 8, and I'll start at verse 10. It says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. Right? It says, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. That's right, man. So, hey, man. We're going to be righteous, man, here soon. All righteous here soon, man. No more going off, man. And again, that's something that I can't wait for. Right? Fuck this flesh. Fuck this world, man. You know? Man, ball, man. Ball, you know? With that, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.